All right, guys. I'm going to take a minute today. I'm going to talk to you about some of the things that I've learned in the few months that I've been doing keto. I practice intermittent fasting and a ketogenic diet. Now, I was 200 and I don't know the exact weight. I think it was 225 or 230 when I decided I wanted to change. I wanted to lose some weight, get in better shape. But there's a problem. I work 66 hours a week on average, anywhere between 60 and 66, depends on the week. I get a day off during the week every other week, and then always on Sundays. Well, then I got to see my kids every day. I try to see my kids. So I kept noticing that every time I would look up anything on weight loss, I would see all these people that were shredded, or no, not shredded, but very, very lean, very muscular. You know, they would upload videos sometimes 2-3 times a day. They're always plugging a product. You know, they're in the gym for, 3-4 hours a day. And for normal, average people, we don't really have time for that. That's impossible for us. These people were cooking their meals during the day at home. Unless you have some awesome job where you can work from home, which I don't. And if you do, that's great. It'll be easier for you. That's just impossible. So meal prep does become something that's essential. So I'm going to cover a couple of quick things today that'll help you out. Don't take my word for it. You don't know me. Do your own research, but I'm just going to point you in the right direction, and you can do what's good for you. So real quick, a brief introduction. Intermittent fasting is where you pick a 6 to 8 hour window to eat. It can be whatever window you want. Mine's 1 to 9 because I don't get off work till 7 o'clock at night. So by the time I get home and cook, it's 8:30. So then I eat my last meal before 9 o'clock. Plus, if you want to go out with your friends on a Friday or Saturday night, you can always eat before 9. So that kind of makes it normal for me. It can be any window you want it to be, as long as it's a 6 to 8 hour window that you're eating in the day and no other time. That'll really help you. It's hell in the beginning. You are going to suffer. It sucks. Black coffee with a no-carb stevia extract, that is going to become your friend for the first 2 weeks. Water, every time you're hungry, drink water. Lots and lots and lots of water. That's intermittent fasting in a nutshell. Do your research on it. A lot of people out there trying to sell you a product for intermittent fasting and this special coffee and all this garbage. Throw that out the window. Don't even pay attention to it. I've seen just tremendous amounts of success without doing any of it. But here we go. So ketogenic is a different approach. We were taught wrong by the Food and Drug Administration. We all remember the food calendar where you had the pyramid where you had your whole grains, your meats, your fish, your cheeses, and your dairy. We were lied to. Carbs are the problem. Carbs in all forms are the problem. Yeah, there's good carbs. You can eat long chain carbs that are good. But if you want to get your body in ketosis, you can't. And it is a different way of approaching things. So, but carbs from grains, horrible. These things, when they take a cow to slaughter and they want to fatten him up, they feed him grains and corn, and then he just starts putting on massive amounts of weight because the grain turns into glucose, and glucose turns and stores as fat. It's pretty simple. Just look it up and read it. I won't go into all that. But a few items that nobody really told me about. They always said, grass-fed butter, but they never really told you what kind. Kerrygold's unsalted Irish butter. Walmart has it. Kroger's has it. Publix has it. This stuff will be your friend. Buy it in bulk anytime it's on sale. I use it in everything. Another thing that nobody told me about, grass-fed beef. This is huge too. It's expensive. Get used to it. It's a staple in my diet. Another thing, get the uncured bacon. If you can get the organic uncured bacon, that is always best. You will eat a ton of that too. Organic avocado, if you can. Whenever they put sales on it, buy a ton of it. And then I've learned that living lettuce is better for greens. It has a higher fiber content. If nobody's told you how to calculate what your net carbs is, take the carbs minus the fiber, that's your net carbs. That's how many carbs per serving. Get a food scale. This really helped me get my FitnessPal app. You can do your macros on there. If you scroll all the way down, once you've added your lunch, scroll all the way down to the nutrition. Click on nutrition. You can set up macros, and it's easy. You want to do probably, for me, it's 25 grams of carbs a day, 160 grams of protein, and then the rest in fat. But you want to do 75, 25, or I do a 70, and then I do a 25-5. So I do 70% fat, 25% protein, 5% carbs. If you go by that simple formula, you will be just fine. There's no getting around it. Doesn't matter what you weigh. So yeah, you don't have to live in a gym. People say, oh, you gotta live in a gym. No, I didn't even start working out until I already started seeing a six-pack kind of forming. Because you have muscles under your layers of fat, they're there. I only get to work out about 3 hours a week, and that's total in the week, not in one day, every day, but that's just due to work schedule. So the big things are, cheeses, good cheeses with no carbs. Read the labels on everything. Avoid the sugars, avoid the carbohydrates, and you'll pretty much be fine. Your breath is going to stink. Okay, I can always tell when my body gets into ketosis because my breath is funky. I have to brush my teeth several times in a day. Learn to have a toothbrush on you at all times and some mouthwash if you work like I do with the public. You don't want to be funking people out and they think you're doing some Scientology crap because you're on some crazy wicked diet. One thing I did notice that helped me about keto is a lot of people, it fixed indigestion. That was huge. I used to suffer from indigestion all the time, just painful amounts. Keto fixed it. I very rarely get indigestion. My stomach very rarely gets upset. Another thing you're going to run into, I'm just telling you right now because nobody else is probably telling you, is keto constipation. That is a true fact. You will run into it. It will happen. But just real quick, keep this video under 10 minutes. Irish butter, great. Bacon, great. Salmon, great. Avocados, great. Eggs, up into your protein, how much protein grams you're supposed to get. So just to give you a quick meal breakdown for me, 1 o'clock, I'll eat 4 eggs, a link of sausage. Get the unflavored sausage. You have to look for it. It's organic. It's under 1 gram of carb per link, and it's a big link, so you'll get a good meal. 4 strips of bacon, a salad made of living lettuce using MCT oils. Joe Rogan, shout out. He turned me on to MCT oils, and I have been hooked ever since. Jason Whitlock on YouTube, yes, he is a paid fitness model, and yes, he sells a product, but he's very informational. I mean, he had just gobs of information on his YouTube channel. Check him out, Jason Whitlock on YouTube. His recipe for fat bombs, it's a lifesaver at the end of the day. Plus, I have a sweet tooth, really helps. So, guys, I'm just getting started. If you want to follow my journey, that would be great. I've been doing it for a couple of months. I'm going to post some videos for us people who work a lot and can't get to the gym. I'll even give you a link to my Instagram so that you can see my body progress if you like. So, as always, guys, eat for fuel, not for taste. Keep the fats high, the carbs low, and the protein moderate. And I promise you, if you do this for only 2 weeks, you will start to lose weight and you will not be hungry and dying like I was on a high-protein, low-fat diet. I wanted to kill the entire world. I just was so moody. So, as always, guys, enjoy. Have a great day, and I hope to see you soon.